like slow down to see I feel like such a spy. What are they wearing? It's kind of, you go in and there's a whole people there. People were getting the tour, and they had all manner of political speeches up there. I think there were, some bad history went on up there, some great, unifying history. It's a room, so things can happen
right
wherever you go, and so to be there in that historical place and to give that perspective was fantastic. But it's a traveling show. I think I had to leave the show because other things came up that were more important, that they just were more pertinent to my life moving and going down and taking care of people that were ill and things that I had to get done and get my son off to college and stuff. So, but the show is still going on. It's still very vibrant, and WeDidItForYou.org has it all. And Thea will email me, when are you coming back? So the door is open. I will tromp in there in Frances Perkins' shoes, maybe another day. But people take multiple roles too. So, a person that does this and this role go backstage and quick change costumes and go out there. These women, they're all volunteers, and they just love sharing that aspect of history. And it's a mesmerizing show, music and everything.
Well, it makes me want to see it.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you should. And there's a song that I'm working into the show too. So it's fantastic to be, part of that sort of backstage, putting it together. It's all passion. It's like we're doing here. You said I was helpful at the hearing room. I think just the tip of the iceberg. I've been helpful because you guys did all this work and made it a nonprofit. I get the easy job to go, oh, look here's a nonprofit. I can help. Hey, right. Second stringer. It's me.
Well, you've been a big help, I know. So that's
cool.
Good.
Good. Hope to help you guys.
Giving us some direction.
Yeah, good. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
People believing in what you're doing makes a difference, doesn't it?
Right.
Yes.
And so I was going to ask you about musicians without borders.
Oh, sure.
But maybe you should do a song first, and then we'll talk about that.
Oh, sure. Which kind you want to hear? You want to hear singer-songwriter, or you want to hear 1940s?
Well, the 1940s was a lot of fun. Let's do that first.
Oh, my gosh, do we have those? Let me put this guy down.
Yeah.
You got a break now if you wanted to say something cool.
Okay. Well, I'll say something cool.
There you go.
Everybody should go to hearingroom.net and check out our website because we got lots of stuff going on at the Hearing Room. And we also have, as I said, the Keep It Simple Stupid Songwriting Contest, although we're not calling anybody stupid. But it is a songwriting competition. There is a cash prize. And you can find out more information by just showing up on Friday because we are actually full for entrance. But if you want to come, it's going to be at 7:30 on Friday, and you could enter the next one because I'm sure there will be another. These have been great evenings, and we've heard some amazing songs from different songwriters, and some of the people who won in the past are the judges, so it's great. And we are speaking here with Colette O'Connor, who's here from Halifax, Massachusetts, and is a singer-songwriter, among many other things. And
I have digs in Cambridge, too. I had to get an artist performance space because nobody knows where Halifax is, and everybody's like, oh, you're from Canada. And no.
Not Nova
More's
Scotia.
the pity, though. Yeah. More's the pity. So I get to say I'm from the greater Boston area, which is very fun. So let's tune into 1940s again, shall we?
Okay.
I'm going to bring up the band, Tommy Dorsey and all the guys. Let's see what we got here. See if we can. Maestro.
Leonard Bernstein.
Leonard? No.
Not Leonard Bernstein?
Of all the boys I've known, and I've known some, until I first met you, I was lonesome. And then you came inside, dear, my heart grew light, and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you. deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain hoping to explain all the things you do to me. But me, Mr. Shane, please let me explain. By mere Mr. Shane means you're grand. By mere Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere Mr. Shane's. So kiss me and say you'll understand. Well, ready by me, Mr. Shane. You heard it all before, but let me try to explain. By me, Mr. Shane means that you're grand. By me, Mr. Shane, it's such an old refrain, and yet I should explain. It means I am begging for your hand. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are, darling. Biddy, 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 biddy. Dance break, go. Say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere Mr. Shane. So kiss me and say that you will understand.
I like that song. It's also one of my favorites.
You like that one too? And that's from the 1942's version of Steel Beach Barbecue. That is an on-the-road show, ready to come to wherever you'd like your audience to be, involved in old-time radio.
And do you have this? Like I saw the thing on your website. Is there more information, or do people just need to email you for more info?
So I have a booking agency that you can connect if you would like to, connect that way, or an email works great. I'd much rather feel supported by an email so we can have an actual conversation. And then any booking happens on my booking page, which is phenomenal. For any artist to find a booking agency that will help you get gigs and put word out there. And I am loving that aspect of life, because that means I'm actually really making money out there.
That's great.
It is great. Check out my website if you want to see what I'm doing.
Yep. And it's very well done. I like your website. So that's something that not every artist can do. We've talked about that with some other people. It's difficult to figure out how to make a website. That's not really your job if you're a musician.
So if you're a musician and you want to get your music out there, then it becomes your job. And people that are just like, I don't know how to do that. I help them.
Good.
Because it took me years to figure out how to do that. And if I can help fast track you and still keep, what I got going on, I'm going to help you. You just have to be willing to help yourself. So,
right.
Can work with you. The site that I'm using is a Bandzoogle site. They make it relatively available, but like you said, anything, there's a learning curve to it.
Right.
And I also make my own music videos. So I'm a member of Stock Footage, and I get very creative when it comes to videos and putting them together. Pointing out, Hey Joni is it's also called And We Heard You, and that's the tribute to Joni Mitchell, and Judy Collins Melanie Safka, who not, people don't know her. She was known as Melanie, but she did, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
I know that.
So fun, right?
Yeah.
But she had poignant, amazing songs. Janis Joplin is another one, and then Carole King. Those are the 5 that I picked influences on. They gave me permission to say, dig down deep. If you've got something to say and you want to say it with music, this is how you do it. And I never wanted to learn their stuff. I never wanted to copy their stuff. They gave me the inspiration to find my own voice.
Right.
And so that's what I'm hoping for. But that's right. I make my own videos, and then I make them for other people if they go, okay, here's $200, make me a video. Yeah, I'm good about that. I will definitely make you a video.
All right.
So it's fun, but I had to teach myself, and I found out that I have a knack for it.
Mm-hmm.
I can sync up this and that, and so not to toot my own horn, but
what do you use?
You're a singer songwriter. I use iMovie. It came on my computer.
Okay.
And I don't buy anything fancier, but take a look at We Heard You. It's on my page, or
that's good to know,
any
because
of those videos.
It means that artists know that you can use iMovie to do this. And, you don't need to spend tons of money extra if you have an Apple, and if you have a Windows computer, I think they have some free or inexpensive stuff.
Absolutely, very similar. It comes on your computer.
Right, I think Windows Movie Maker or something like that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, whatever comes with it, you can use it.
Some of them are intuitive and in good ways, and that's very helpful. Some of them aren't, and so I've spent countless hours figuring it out. But once you figure it out, and you got something else you're proud of, wow, your music can exist in this visual medium too. And a lot of people like to see the artists as they're performing. So I took some footage that people had taken and put them together with and synced it all up with the studio recording, which was done like maybe sometimes even a year later. And performance theater up there. And fantastic, because when we're in a war-torn country, medical care. And then what do you do to really bring the spirit back up? Art. Have a good conversation. Have friends that you can converse with, and music. And so I wanted to start this. So I looked at, Google it. Is it a thing? Yep, boom, found it. It's in Amsterdam. So I called them up and said, I'm joining. Since I can't do it, I'm going to join. And so every year I have a fundraiser, or at least an awareness raiser, even if I can't raise funds, because I don't seem to be very good at fundraising, I'm sorry to tell you. But I am good at getting the word out. Yeah. And Musicians Without Borders is something I feel very passionate about supporting, because they will have people that donate and bring in musical instruments, and just give them, here's a drum. I know, this doesn't replace anything, but it helps you. And some amazing stories have come from that. And they do have workshops, and it's just so musicianswithoutborders.org. On my website, I think there's a link to the interview.
Is, yes.
Yeah, and it was just a beautiful experience. And every year I do a World Music Day. I host it. I have people from wherever I can come in, and they volunteer their time, and we do live broadcasts. And every year's been different from different places. And those are people that are nice enough to support me as I support them. And then we sort of all support it.
Well, it's very interesting. And you can find out more about it on Colette's site. And there's also a lot of other information on your site. Like you've nominated for an award from the Worcester Music Awards in 2016, and lots of information about
the
Colette.
UNESCO project is huge. I got to put words in. One of my aspirations for college is I want to be able to help people express themselves, and so apply for grants to do things, even if applying to say something in the U.S. is something that you need help with because you don't speak the language fluently, or just putting your idea down in a way that would be coherent to moving forward with that project. Love helping people to do that kind of stuff. And I was approached by someone who said, will you take your, in a couple of sentences, words about, what would you say to humanity about their potential, and go. So I wrote it down, and then I got to record it, what I had written.